Arsenal are on the cusp of a UCL final. Just let that marinate in your mind for a sec. Arsenal are on the cusp of a UCL final. If we beat Atletico Madrid in these semifinal legs, of course. But it just felt like there's been no hype going into these games. And I know the performances have been really bad. They've been very subpar, even against Newcastle. The actual performance was abysmal. It was horrendous to watch. I mean, I was literally pulling my hair out when Odegaard missed those clear-cut chances to feed Havertz and Gyökeres. And the fact that Gyökeres on that one pass just missed Saka completely, like, I completely get all the outrage. But at the end of the day, there's only like 4 or 5 games left in the entire season for Arsenal. I feel like there has to be some more hype than there is right now. And I know, as we said, performances have been bad, but we really do have to get behind the boys now because it's crunch time. There's only a few games left. And I think we have a good chance of beating Atletico Madrid. I really do think that we should be the favorites going into this tie. And honestly, personally, I would be disappointed if we don't beat Atletico Madrid and reach our first UCL final since 2006. Now, moving on towards some of the game logistics, some notes written down here. Pablo Barrios and Lookman are both doubts for the game. I know Sorloth was also on that list, but he played over the weekend in their game in the league. He's completely fine. I think he also scored like a goal or two. So he's completely fine. He's going to play in the games against us. But Lookman wasn't in the squad. He has that muscle injury that he got on April 18th. No one knows what it is. No expected return date in sight. So I think he's going to miss that game, the first leg at least, against us, which is great news because, I mean, Lookman is an incredible player. I really wanted him back in 2020, 24, 25, the winter transfer window. I really wanted him, but we didn't move for him. And he's a great player. And the fact that he's not going to be there it's really good news for us. Hopefully that injury isn't too bad for him on a human, like personal level. But in terms of on the pitch, it's good that he's not playing from our standpoint. And Pablo Barrios is an interesting one. He got injured I think over the weekend, actually, he got injured. And they already confirmed that he's going to miss that first leg. So don't know what it is, but I'm not sure how big of a player he actually is for them. I saw on FOTMob earlier that he did start against whoever they played in the league this past over the weekend. But he's going to miss the game, and that's just another player that they're going to be missing. So in terms of an injury front, from an Atletico Madrid standpoint, those two players are going to be missing. So that's good news for us. In terms of an Arsenal perspective, obviously we have Eze and Havertz, the two elephants in the room. Starting off with Havertz, I'm kind of worried, honestly. It seemed like a bit of a knee injury. We really don't want that to be a recurring thing, because the thing with the recurring knee injuries is it's just like so dangerous. And that's just like Calafiori has a recurring knee injury, and he's a very injury prone player. Tomiyasu, great example, had that one knee injury in 2021, and ever since then, dude, just kept getting injured until we had to sell him. So I would really hate for that to happen to Kai Havertz. I really hope this was just precautionary. Arteta came out after the game and said that the Havertz and Eze injury were like nothing big. They were just like small, like knocks essentially. But I feel like the last time, I mean, Ben White literally said last time on his story, no injuries, and then he was out for like a month. So with this team and this squad and coach, you can never really trust any of the words they say. In terms of Eze, he also did say he's all good afterwards. So the main thing is we're just going to have to wait and see until more reliable news comes out, or like the matchday squad comes out, I guess. Although Hand of Arsenal did post on Twitter that there's early optimism regarding Kai Havertz's knee injury that he sustained, that it's just precautionary and just something that feared to be bad initially, but all those fears have been alleviated for the most part. regarding it being a serious injury. So hopefully both of them make it back in the squad. Obviously with Eza, like, the only reason we won against Newcastle was because of Eza moment of brilliance, and we're probably going to need a moment of brilliance going forward in these two legs to overcome Atletico Madrid. So I really do hope that, especially with Eza, it's nothing serious. Like, I would hate for him to kind of miss the crunch time of the season, where Crystal Palace fans have said famously in the past that he's been incredible in the springtime. So I really hope that he's not injured seriously. And with Kai Havertz, I mean, I really do just hope that he's fine, because, I mean, when Gyökeres came on against Newcastle, we just look completely different, and the ball just doesn't stick when we punt it up the field to Gyökeres like it does when Kai Havertz is up there receiving the ball, and then we have some nice interplay there. But really hope those aren't serious. But in terms of the actual game for the first leg, the game plan should just be to keep a clean sheet. And I know people want us to play attractive and beautiful football, but think of it from a logistical standpoint. This is the first leg of a UCL semifinal at an away ground. We haven't reached a UCL final in 20 years. Like 2006 has been 20 years since we've reached a UCL final. Realistically, if you can keep a clean sheet or get away from the first leg with the draw, you take that result any day of the week, given the circumstances that we're in. On top of that, considering our lack of attacking prowess, especially if Eza and Havertz are both injured, just get out of there with a draw, and I'll be a very happy man, because we can come back to the Emirates and get the win. Like we did that against Bayer Leverkusen. We're on course to doing that with Sporting, although we got the win there. That's a dream scenario, honestly. If we can nick a goal at the very end, or like somewhere throughout the game against Atletico Madrid in that first leg, that would be an absolute dream scenario. Just come back to the Emirates, hold on, keep a clean sheet, and then maybe get a goal or two there. That would be ideal. But regarding this first leg, if you can escape the Wanda Metropolitano with a clean sheet or a draw, you take that any day of the week. That's job done. Bring them back to the Emirates and secure the win there. So I think in terms of a play style perspective, just keep it tight at the back, keep it tight in midfield, win your duels, play on the counter. I think Martinelli should definitely start this game. I'll probably do a lineup video tomorrow going through what we should expect and what we should kind of line up with in terms of this first leg. But just keep a clean sheet, keep the midfield tight, win your duels, play on the counter, and see if you can nick a goal somewhere within that game. And that's job done, in my opinion. And that's pretty much it. I kind of just wanted to come on here and give my thoughts regarding the future, like going forward in these next few games and this upcoming UCL semifinal. I really do think we need to back the boys a lot more. I know it's so tough given our like horrendous play style these days, but we are on the cusp of reaching a UCL final if we can win these two games, and we should be and probably are favorites to win these two games. And I don't think it's going through people's heads that if we win one out of these next two games and just win on aggregate, we are in a Champions League final. We can win a trophy that we haven't won in the history of our club. And I know it's tough right now, but let's back the boys and let's really just show out our support. Obviously, I'm American. I can't be in the stadium. I can't be showing my support at the Emirates. But those of you who do go to the stadium, really do make sure to show your support to the boys, because they really do need it. We're trying to achieve something that's never been done in the history of our club. And we're trying to win a Premier League title that we haven't won in over 20 years. It's very difficult to break these barriers and kind of overcome these hurdles. And we really do just need to be as supportive as we can. But that's pretty much it. Like and subscribe for more. Definitely going to be a lot more commentary videos dropping on this channel. So stay tuned for that, and catch you next time.